Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier and this is the Piracy Show. Now, today's show we're talking about the piratical possibilities of the Banu Merchantman. Now you might be asking yourself, what ship is the Banu Merchantman? I've never heard about it before. Is it some kind of stealth ship? Well, you would think so, given how rarely we see it. Now, if your hope is that you can somehow take the Banu Merchantman and go and 1v1, say, an Idris. No, that's not going to happen. A Polaris, no. A lot of ships, you're not going to be able to just fly in and take them out. I mean, no, you're never going to hear an Idris captain going, oh my god, it's a Banu Merchantman. Battle stations, evasive maneuvers, get us out of here. It's never going to happen. But this is often the trap that a lot of people get stuck into. You know, they think, okay, I'm gonna get this ship and I'm gonna pirate with it, or I'm gonna do this with it, or I'm gonna do that with it. And they think only of that one ship. They don't think of that ship as part of a larger whole, as a component within a larger force. What role can that component play? Banu Merchantman, probably defensively, reasonably strong. I mean, it is a ship that plies the trade lanes. The trade lanes can be unpredictable in dangerous places, so chances are it's going to be a fairly tough ship. Not invincible, not unstoppable, and certainly not a threat to a military grade ship, but still, it's going to have its use. Now, when you're talking about piracy, oftentimes, you know, people will look at a ship and they'll say, oh, like the Cutlass. Ooh, the Cutlass. It's not really that scary, man. It's not that badass of a ship. Okay, true. One Cutlass isn't. What about 5? What about 10, 20, 30 Cutlasses? Is that scary? It's like, oh, okay, now you have my attention. But what if those Cutlasses are also supported by a couple of Heralds? A bunch of Buccaneers, and you have things like Banu Merchantmen or Carracks or Caterpillars then supporting them, ships that may in and of itself not be offensively all that strong, but combined with a much larger force, now they start to get a little bit dangerous and a lot more real as a threat. It's never really a question of can I or can't I, it's more a question of what role do you wish to play within that larger group. Now, the Banu Merchantman, of course, is a merchantman. It's built to go out there and sell things, and this is something that we hear about in the write-ups from time to time, that it is kind of like a mobile shop. Not only just a cargo hauler, but something that can be used to retail things. So where the Caterpillar might be really great and efficient for stealing cargo, the Banu Merchantman can be very great and efficient for merchandising, selling, and liquidating that cargo. Think of it this way. A couple of Caterpillars could be loaded with assault troops, and of course they have those wide cargo bay doors, perfect for offloading and quickly loading cargo. They could be going in at close range, whereas perhaps a merchantman could be staying further at range, just supplying supporting fire. And while the Caterpillars are in there dealing with the crew and taking away the cargo, they can then rendezvous with the merchantman, who can then load up all that cargo and then take it to wherever they need to take it to unload it and sell it. And remember, there's nothing that says you have to be directly involved in combat. You could simply be the fence, the person who moves goods that were acquired through questionable means. You might be just a merchantman captain who's just unloading this cargo at various questionable destinations around the universe. You might even get together with said representatives from other pirate organizations and work together in kind of a mutual security arrangement to help protect your sales until they're made. I mean, you guys could set up a certain time when you all get together, and it could be like the local farmers market in your town every Saturday from 1 till 8. all the stalls show up and all the guys are out there hawking their goods.
Why, hello there, friend. Me and my fellow merchantmen captains are the Stanton Legitimate Businessmen's Association. And we have plenty of goods to sell, and we ensure you will get a square deal. Why, just look over here. I have over 50 assault rifles, UEE military assault rifles, never been fired and only been dropped once. How about you, sir? Why don't you come on over and grab a hold of one of these rifles? Tell me what you think. What? How much? Well, you know, that mannequin up on Area 18, he takes you for a sucker. He wants to charge you 4,000 credits for this here fine assault rifle. Not me. No, I see that you're a sharp wheeler dealer, sir. I'll give it to you for 750 credits and 2 clips of ammunition, guaranteed to put more holes in your enemies than in your credit rating, if you know what I mean. What's that you need, ma'am? Hyperdrive motivators? Next ship over. Look for Captain Dusty, the man with the mechanical hand and the sunny disposition.
Now, guaranteed that's kind of some next level RP, but maybe that's your thing, and hey, now you've got the vehicle for that. Now, I have kind of pulled this conversation off in a bit of a direction where I'm talking about using it to fence pilfered goods instead of using the ship as a direct weapon in piracy. And that's because I think that there are going to be better ships suited to that role, but this ship still has a role to play, and you can still use it directly. You just have to be careful, and you have to kind of know the limitations of your ship and the way you've built your ship out, and use your ship within those limits and be careful with it. But you know, using it as a bit of a traveling salesman to unload your goods in the more or less legitimate corners of the universe probably might be a bit of a better use for this ship. In the end, the biggest question you have to ask yourself is how long can you really wait to fly your Banu Merchantman? Because with other cargo ships currently either being finished like the Hull C or being finished like the Starfarer and the Caterpillar, it might be a while before we see the Banu Merchantman. It certainly is due, but it might not simply be in the cards for a while yet. But never mind about all that stuff, Sonny Jim. Why, you look like you need a little adventure in your life. I see those textbooks in your arm. Isosceles? Well, I sees why you're not getting laid. How about you get yourself a gat and switch to a life of action and adventure and fast women instead? What do you say, son? What do you say?